Hi guys, welcome back to White Shadows. I am super excited for this video today. It has been a long time coming and this is my second time doing it because I was just like rambling in the last one, so I had to get myself together and write a little list on what I want to say. So as you guys know, I am a tarot reader. I also do many other forms of divination, and I have many other ways of being a conduit for spirit, energy clearing, palm reading, home cleansings, energy readings in general. I believe tarot is the most popular because it's physical, you can see it. I also do pendulum as well. You can find out everything that I do and information about my services right on my Facebook and Instagram, and that is just White Shadows Spiritual Advising, and I will put that info down there so that you guys don't forget. So, as a tarot reader, and with my clients and such, and just like my friends or whatever, I am known to their children specifically. Now I'm talking to the people with children or people who have children in their lives. You know, maybe they're very close with their little cousins or nieces or nephews or whatever. However, the main thing that my clients tell their children that I am, they call me their tarot reader friend, their witchy friend, their spiritual friend. And a lot of times their kids get really intrigued and really interested, and then their kids are like, ooh, like, what did she say to you? Have you talked to your spiritual friend? Like, it just happens a lot. And I do events here. I live on Big Island, and a lot of times families will come here and rent out whole homes, and they will hire me to read their family while they're having like a spa day or whatever. And sometimes I do end up reading, or they ask me to read their children. So I've read kids that are younger, and then I've also read teenagers. And obviously, you know, tarot is an adult thing, and I do think that there is a certain age where you should begin, or that I don't have kids, this is just my opinion, and I'm basically going to be giving you different things that you can do with your child that is interested in spirituality or witchy things or whatever, to quench their curiosity, and things that you can do with them as well. You know, you might learn a thing or two, or maybe you are someone who does practice but you're not entirely sure, maybe you need some advice or whatever. But when I give these kids readings, I pretty much just modify the cards. Like, I'll pull the cards, but I won't really pay attention to the cards because sometimes it's just like, you know, it's too adult, you know, it's just something that they wouldn't understand or wouldn't necessarily be appropriate. So what I tell them is things like this I'm about to tell you guys, pretty much activities that they can do in order to be happier and better themselves and grow in a great way. And these are things that I do a lot within my daily life, and I'm pretty much just giving you guys things to do where you don't have to worry about anything, you know? Like, obviously, if you're going to be doing something like this, you know, this takes a lot of experience, especially a lot of experience with spirit. And you do have to be careful when you do witchcraft. You do have to make sure you're very protected, and you have to be knowledgeable enough to do stuff like this. And obviously, a child is not going to be knowledgeable enough or have, you know, maybe even the mental capacity to be knowledgeable enough as of yet. So just to give you guys kind of a backstory on me, I have been a seer ever since I was born. I don't remember a point in time where I did not see spirit. It was something that was extremely hard for me to deal with when I was little, like wanting to sleep in my mom's bed until too old because I was scared. And I did have a little bit of a mentor in my grandmother, and she did help me to understand my abilities and what I can do with them and all of that. And I pretty much just took off from there and learned from there. And then I received my first deck of tarot cards from my mom's ex-boyfriend when I was 16, as I look over at my tarot cards. This was not my first deck, but my first deck was very similar to the Rider-Waite. So again, I was 16. It was for my 16th birthday that he bought it for me. And yeah, so let's get started, all right? Okay, so if you guys have any questions or comments or whatever, put it in the comment section and I will answer them for you. Make sure to like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. Oh, another thing that just to point out, I used to work at a crystal shop, and it's here. There's usually one of two things happening. I feel like this younger generation, a lot of them are really special. A lot of them are star seeds and indigo children, and they remember a lot more than we did when we were born, I believe. They have a very spiritual inclination within them that if you're able, please keep it going, because a lot of times children are like that naturally, but then society, cuts off that spiritual cord, and then, if you're watching this video and you don't recognize that our society is fully disconnected from their spirituality and we are brainwashed and made to be that way, to be disconnected from our spirituality, just X out this video now. Because that's an understanding that you need to have in order to even vibe with me. So these kids would come in, and either the parent would either be about it and they're spiritual themselves and they love it and they're helping their kid to like guide them, a little bit down the to say, here, come this way, not tell them what to do exactly, but to just help them get to that level that they're going to be at when their time comes, when they're older, when they're adults or whatever. And then I would get the parents that would come in and they would be like, the kid would throw the door open, run in, so excited, looking at all the crystals, and would know so much about the crystals. And then the parent would look at me and be like, I don't know why he just loves these stones and these crystals, and he's just like fascinated by them and their colors. And I'm looking at them like, and I didn't say this, but I'm thinking in my head, or maybe your kid knows a little something that you don't. Like maybe your kid is just, on another wavelength. A lot of people also don't want to accept that their kids can be older souls than them. And I think that is a big challenge for parents. And, you might be one of those watching this video, because I do think these new souls that came in are super special. And I think that they're galactical. Okay, so to get into it and not make this a forever video, one of my most favorite things to do, and I swear I fully stand by this, one of the most effective things you can do for yourself, especially as a young person, especially as a woman or just someone who struggles, man or woman or otherwise, that struggles with insecurities, self-image issues and all of that. Compliment yourself in the mirror. Okay, so when I was like 13, 14, 15, like that, first of all, those ages are so strange, right? And I had braces and big curly frizzy hair, and I just did not feel pretty. I would look in the mirror and I would see this beautiful woman that I just desperately wanted to just be like, come here. And I felt like I could manifest her. And so I just felt this inclination. So I just did this myself. However, keep in mind that I have seen and heard spirit ever since I was born. So I had a natural inclination towards a lot of things. And this was one of them. So I just started complimenting myself in the mirror, saying that I love things about myself that really I felt like I didn't love. It's like you gotta fake it till you make it sometimes, you have to keep telling yourself everything's fine and whatever until everything is fine, right? It's kind of like that, but like I would stand in the mirror and I would say, I love my hair. I am beautiful. I'm going to be a beautiful woman. I aspire to be a strong woman. And so what I encourage you guys to do with your children is bring them in the mirror, and you can even get some rose quartz crystals, like some sage or some incense, set the mood. Rose quartz is a self-love crystal. I actually have a good chunk of rose quartz right here. And have your child compliment themselves. And at first it's awkward, but girl, I'm telling you, once you really get that vibe going, it feels so good. And it's, I think, one of the biggest acts of self-love you can do is, especially in a time of society where all these young girls are seeing these quote unquote Instagram models and all that, you know, they need that affirmation for themselves. So stand in the mirror and compliment everything you love about your body. Even if you don't love it, say it anyway. So say, I love my hair, I love my eyes, I love my skin, I love my freckles, I'm grateful for my legs, they help me to walk, I love the color of my hair, I'm grateful for the blue that my eyes are, I love my eyebrows, and just go on and on until you're done. And try to make that like a weekly thing. And I'm telling you, you will see a huge difference in yourself if you join your children as well, but also within your children. Also, just a disclaimer, I do not have kids. This is just something that I want to do because I have a lot of clients that ask me, what can I do with my kid to, you know, kind of get them going spiritually, because they're really interested. And so whenever y'all ask me next, I'm going to send you this video, so I don't have to stay on my phone typing out all this stuff. So sage is another thing. Sage is so important. And I think everyone should have almost a daily saging ritual. So when your child comes home from school or home from a friend's house or a sport or whatever, when they walk through the door, have them sage themselves real quick and say, you're doing this so that you can cleanse away the energies from today, especially if they had a stressful sporting game, a test, or they got in a fight with a friend. This is a really great way to see them. I'm sorry, I can't talk. This is a really great way for them to like physically see, you know, themselves cleaning away the energy of their body. Teach them about their auras, that they have an energy field around them and things can get stuck on it. And that's a lot of times why we have anxiety or depression. Teach them that their aura can protect them, you know, show them that they can say, I call upon the white light of the universe to protect me, or to just imagine white light around them, cleansing them and protecting them. So when it also comes to sage, you can do this with Palo Santo as well. Do like a big weekly saging ritual within your home. Teach them that when something, you know, a little negative happens, to rely on the sage to help alleviate that, because it will. Sage also has amazing health benefits. It cleanses the bacteria in the air. It can help you sleep better. So look that up as well and teach your child that. So when it comes to saging, I always say make sure, at least when you're done, you open the windows, keep them open, keep them closed, or whatever. When you're doing it, just make sure when you're done, you let the smoke out, because you have to let out the negative energy, right? So something you can do as you're saging is X's and circles. And the X, you can set, what the X does is that it cancels out and clears out the negative energy, the unneeded energy, the old energy, and then the circle cleanses that even more, and then it welcomes in new blessings. Teach them to say affirmations as they're saging, like, I cleanse away the energy of today, I cleanse away my negative thoughts, and, you know, put it around their head. For girls, saging your hair is everything. Make sure, even, you know, adults that get into saging your hair, you know, just hold your hair over, put the sage under. Hair is like an antenna, and that's what the ancient people believed as well, is that hair was like your connection to spirit. So a lot of energy can get stuck in your hair. So sage your hair, and it's awesome because you'll smell it even after you're done showering. Gratitude lists are really great, and you can get crystals that will amplify affirmations for your gratitude list and your affirmations. Just Google it. Rutilated quartz is one of them that will amplify your manifestations and affirmations. Get fun with it when it comes to gratitude lists. I like to, you know, do something different, and I will write 10 things I'm grateful for about my cats. You know, if you have dogs or cats or whatever, then try to do that, and it makes it just a little bit more fun. 10 things you're grateful for about yourself, about your life, all of that. That's a really good practice. Moon magic. So I have a friend that does this with her daughter, who I believe is like 13 or something. And so on a full moon or a new moon, but a full moon might be a little bit more fun for your kids, write down what you're grateful for, what you would like to release from your life, and what you would like to manifest in your life, you know? And then when you're done, you can like meditate with it, or put it under your pillow for a few nights, or burn it right away under the full moon. And it's a really great releasing activity just to get your energy out, and to get your kids centered on what it is that they want in their lives, you know, if they feel confused or conflicted or whatever. I think that is really fun. Again, you can incorporate sage or incense or crystals into any of these things that I'm speaking on. Okay, so shower and bath rituals. So you can tell your child, when you're in the shower, imagine the water washing away all of your burdens, all of your worries, the energy from the day, and going right down the drain, and it just wiping right off your body from the water. I personally think that is really powerful. And then you can do bath rituals with them, you know, get them some Epsom salt, maybe some essential oils that are safe to use in the bath, you know, maybe some lavender for relaxation and stress relief, maybe some rose oil for self-love and creativity. And you can always Google it, and get some crystals for them, you know, clear quartz for cleansing, rose quartz for self-love, and just tell them to just meditate and allow the energy to really seep into their body, and allow the water to almost like baptize them and cleanse them, and ignite the beautiful energy that they have within them, so that they can share it with everyone else, and that it can be seen more. Ocean rituals, like the same thing. I love going to the ocean and imagining the ocean cleansing away, you know, things that I don't need anymore, washing away old attachments. That's a really great thing, you know, like maybe walk into the ocean with your child and, you know, hold their hand and then say, when we duck under, all of our burdens are going to wash away, or when we duck under, we're going to cleanse our energy and come up anew. Earth grounding. So, you know, maybe your child, if you're into astrology, if they're, you know, heavily influenced by air signs, if they're an Aquarius with a Libra moon and, you know, a Gemini Mercury or whatever, or if they're very airy, if they're a very creative soul, they might need some grounding energy. And we all do, you know, not just, you know, specific signs or characteristics or whatever. Teach them to walk outside barefoot. Even if it's cold out, just do it for a few minutes, you know. Walking around barefoot has so many benefits for us. It grounds our energy. It brings our mind back down to earth. It literally alleviates things within our bodies. It alleviates toxins. It gets the oxygen moving more. You know, you can look more into that on Google as well. That's a really great thing. And you can, you know, show your child to really imagine the earth's energy just like pulling them down in a really beautiful way. If you're into calling upon Mother Earth, you can say, Mother Earth, please help me to ground. Please help me to bring my mind and my energy back down to earth. You can also do like small candle magic, you know, like maybe if your child is nervous for a test, light a white candle. If they're, you know, if they're feeling a certain type of way, if they feel scared about something, maybe get a black candle and light that for protection. And teach them, you know, maybe only just do white and black candles, you know, or maybe pink for self-love. And you can light it for them at some times, or maybe they'll start to feel the need to, oh, I need to amplify that energy of protection around me. You know, Mom and Dad, can I light a black candle and like just sit next to it? I think that would be a really awesome thing for young people as well. And again, you know, you have to go into all this other stuff. Essential oils are really great too to get into with kids. I have essential oils. I'm not a pro on them, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you about them. You know, citrus is really good for the solar plexus, which is this energy, which this area of your body, which oh Lord, I can't talk. It's this energy of your body, is the solar plexus, and it's the energy that is your self-confidence. It's the energy of your soul. So, maybe you can get your child into rubbing a citrus oil on their abdomen to help them with confidence and bravery and creativity even. Rub it on their temples for headaches or to amplify their intuition. That's a really great thing. Find out what oils are good for your heart space, and teach them to take that oil and massage it on their heart space when they feel they need more love, or they're feeling down and out. Even rubbing oils on your feet for grounding, and there's so much you get into with feet as well. I mean, was it? I don't even know. Flexology, footology, I don't know, but there's people that massage certain points of their foot and it helps other areas of their bodies. You can get into stuff like that with your kid. So wearing crystals and using crystals as well, there's so many different crystal books out there, so many different websites you can look up. Maybe if your kid is curious about spirituality, say, okay, well, why don't we, find a crystal shop and we'll get you an amethyst crystal. And amethyst is really great for a dream state. So they can put it under their pillow when they want to dream more, or if they're having nightmares, they can put it under their pillow and it'll help to alleviate their nightmares. With the amethyst crystal, for example, if they're having nightmares, you can teach them to say to the crystal, please cleanse my subconscious and help my subconscious to heal. Please help me to not have, bad dreams. Whatever level they're at, you can say stuff like that to the crystal to charge it with the intention. Teach your children that you can charge crystals with an intention. For example, a black obsidian crystal, if you want it for protection, hold it in your hand and say, please protect me, please provide me with the protection that I need, and put it in their book bag for when they go to school, or put it in their pocket. Yes, so, and you can modify all this to whatever age level that they're at, or, whatever learning level that they're at. Okay, so the last few things, something really awesome to do if you're into angels, or if your kid is starting to get into angels, before they go to bed at night, a good mantra to say while you're in bed is, angels by my bed, angels by my head, angels by my feet, angels guard me while I sleep. And I love that. I said it for the longest time, and I think it's just really beautiful and something that will connect them with their guardian angels. We all have guardian angels, and you can modify that as well. If you're not really into angels, you can say, good spirits by my bed, good spirits by my head, or, God by my bed, God by my head, or whatever it is that you believe in, you can modify it. Tea magic. So this is something that I love, and one of my really good friends is a total witch doctor and a kitchen witch, and he makes all these magnificent teas. So for example, if your child is not sleeping properly, you can teach them, to ask for and call it a witchy brew, and you can put some lavender leaves in there, whatever helps with insomnia, some chamomile in there, maybe some mint, and that will help them to relax. If they're having anxiety, find the teas to help with that. If they need a good boost with their what's it called? What's the thing? Oh my God, I cannot think of it. So, if they're sick, I cannot think of it. Whatever. If they're sick, it's on the tip of my tongue. But, if they're, starting to have headaches or whatever, immune booster? I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. I've been talking for 23 minutes straight now, so whatever. And I think it's immunity, right? Or whatever. You can get turmeric, black pepper, ginger, sage leaves, things that will boost your immune system. Oh my Lord. And again, call it a witchy brew, and just, and really it's things that help them and their health benefits so much. And, yeah, and just, you can Google it, just get your little teapots, maybe get special mugs that you guys can share together, you know, maybe one with like a little witch hat on it or something, and just create the vibe for them. Because all of these things, it's not necessarily witchcraft. It's literally just invoking the energy of yourself to elevate. And a lot of people don't even think of stuff like this because, again, they're so disconnected from their spirituality. But these are very simple things that we should all be doing in our everyday lives. And then lastly, I put on here to teach your child to use their body as a barometer. This is key for a strong intuition. Our bodies don't lie to us. Our bodies let us know everything. And if you are an intuitive person and you already know that, great. Then you can tell your child, you know, if you walk into a room and all of a sudden you get anxiety, you know, that's for a reason. If you meet someone and all of a sudden you get a headache, you know, they might not have the best intentions for you. If you know, get into a car and you have a weird feeling, then you know to call upon for protection. If you know, anything. If you walk into a room and your knee starts hurting, like, what does that mean to you? How does your body communicate with you? And that can really help with, that can really be amplified through meditation as well, which of course, getting children to meditate is awesome, but also teaching them that meditation is not just laying down and closing your eyes. It is also, you know, maybe working out or going for a walk or swimming or listening to music. You know, meditation can happen in other ways. However, I do say and think that it is essential to have those moments where you just sit down and, you know, alone and close your eyes and zone out and meditate. But yes, using your body as a barometer, you know, that gut feeling, teach them what that gut feeling is, and that your first thought, your first inclination, that is your psychic energy, that is your intuition. And most people speak and act with their second thought because they second guess themselves. But if you can teach yourself, oh, you know, catch that first thought, you know, if someone walks through the room and you think automatically, oh, they might steal from me, don't try and twist that, you know, hold on to that first thought and then grab your purse and whatever. So yeah, I think that's all I have for today. This is now almost a half-hour video, so I think I gave you guys some really great information to do with your children. If you have any questions, just let me know, or if you want any more suggestions, I can totally try and think of some. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you out. I don't know if I mentioned this, but when it comes to oracles, people ask me about that for children. I think that's really up to you, you know, but obviously you have to research, you know, what does this oracle entail? What does it say? There are oracles that are more so geared towards younger people. You just have to find them. So yeah, have a great day, everyone, and thank you for watching.